Hello everybody and welcome to a brand new pack. You guys are probably wondering what's going on. We are not starting as per normal in this one, and I originally wanted to save this pack just for streaming, but you know what? I want to play it a little bit too, so we're going to do a little bit of a series on it as well. So we are currently playing FTB Inventions on the FTB1 server. As you can see, lots of amazing people on here, including T-Fox, Blade, Ghost, Tech Brew, Dark Costo, mod maker of Journey to the Core, which is awesome. I've never played it, and we may want to do that. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But anyways, I've gotten a little bit of a start. I did a little start on the stream over the weekend, and we found this wonderful desert, and we got trolled a little bit, and it was beautiful, and all that kind of stuff. And we kind of just started setting up base. That's about all that we did, though. And we got a little bit of a start going over here. Now, this pack is an interesting pack. It's kind of pays homage. It basically plays into the 147 Ultimate pack from a few years, or a few back in 147 modded. Now, that pack had, a lot of you would know it probably from watching the Minecraft people and stuff like that. They were playing the Ultimate pack quite a bit, and that pack had Greg Tech. Well, this pack does not have Greg Tech, but it does have Tech Reborn, which is kind of a unique mod that adds in a lot of the stuff that Greg Tech did, but it's not quite as ridiculous in terms of, you know, all the stuff. But it adds things like the centrifuge and the industrial grinder and the blast furnace and all that kind of stuff. And those things do cost a little bit more, so the pack does become a little bit harder at that point. But there's a few other things that are going to help with this pack, and the whole point of this pack is that resources should be pretty decently easy to get. So, for example, there's Equivalent Exchange 3, which I believe still needs another update from Pahimar, but I believe he is working on it, so that's one of the unique things in this pack. So we've basically just started out. We went and did some mining down in our little mine down here. Nothing too crazy. We went into the nether. We set up a lava pump in the nether just by using the claim chunks and all that to chunk load the lava pump. We're basically running some magmatic dynamos, pretty straightforward. We also used a Sterling generator for a little bit into a seg mill and an alloy smelter. Again, pretty straightforward, nothing too crazy about this at all. Just getting started with some resources and all that kind of stuff. We also did make an igneous extruder so that we could get some obsidian, which was helpful because mining it was a bit of a problem. A few things you'll notice is, well, one, there's no Tinker's Construct in this pack. There's no Tinker's Construct, there's no Natura, and there is no magic mods whatsoever. There's no extra utilities either. So all of those generators are not around. So quite a bit of a difference. There are things like the Ender IO Enchanter that are enabled, and it's not a hard mode or anything like that. It's more about building, it's more about creating, it's more about having fun, this pack, and a little bit less about the expert and whatnot. So we're going to play a little bit here as well. For the series and stuff like that. I do want to get into some Steve's carts because we haven't used it in quite some time. I do need to get some mining done, but we do have some resources. Not bad. Not bad at all. Not a ton, though. Not a ton of resources. We got some. And we need to start into Industrial Craft 2 pretty early on because all of the Tech Reborn stuff is kind of IC2 eccentric. Now, there is a thermal generator that this adds, which is pretty darn awesome, but we do need to get, I think we're going to go Geothermal Generators from Industrial Craft 2, and then eventually we can upgrade those into heat generators and the thermal generators from Tech Reborn, which sound pretty awesome. And then we need to work our way towards the industrial centrifuge. This guy requires a few items, including advanced machine casings, some advanced electronic circuits. Again, standard recipes. So you're not talking expert mode stuff, but you know, some of this stuff is still going to take some time. We definitely need to get all of the basics of the IC2 machines ready to go. So without further ado, let's get some stuff done here because, well, it's that time. Do I have more iron? Is that all the iron I have? We used up all of our iron. We have like 30 iron. Oh dear, I really need to mine. I thought I had more resources than this. Oh well, as per anything with industrial craft, first things first is we're going to need a way of generating power. Now there's a couple different things. So we can generate IC2 or EU power. That's definitely a way. There's also a thing in this mod pack called power converters. And these guys literally just create and, you know, basically convert power. So you can convert, let's see, where is it here? EU to MV provider. There we go. So there's one, right? EU to HV, okay? EU to EV, that's pretty powerful. And UV, so that's pretty darn strong. And then there's also the LV as well. So, for example, we could look at this. They're not very expensive at all. And we can convert from our magmatic dynamos here instead into power converters. That might not be a bad idea. That might not be a bad idea. So we would need a producer because that's going to output EU and accept MV or RF. I'm assuming that this also takes RF. I might ask the other people just to be sure. And that's going to require a little bit. We could probably get away with it. You know what? I think I'm going to make a geothermal generator though. I think we're just going to do that instead. So let me get some of the stuff around, and we'll figure that out. By the way, I found my iron. We don't need to go mining. We're okay. We're okay. All right. Let's just get started with the geothermal generator. Like I said, I haven't prepared it yet, but as I've explained, I've kind of explained this a little bit. I'm a little bit short on time. We are going on a vacation pretty soon, so I hope you guys understand that, you know, some things I just might need to do. So, immersive engineering's a way to get plates. I need the IC2 one. There it is. Okay. So, we can do the forge hammer, or should we do the immersive hammer? Okay, what's the immersive engineering hammer, again, cost us? I think it's... Is it treated sticks in this? I can't recall. I honestly do not remember. I am so confused all the time now about what's what. So string, 2 iron, and 2 sticks. I think that's cheaper. Pretty sure that's cheaper. So 2 iron and 2 sticks. That's a lot cheaper. I know it's a lot cheaper. Okay, good. Let's get a little bit of this going. Luckily, this gives us lots of sticks. I love it. Okay, I did make barrels. I didn't really mention that to hold our resources because we haven't used barrels in quite some time either. I'm going to need at least 8 of these. At least 8. Okay, so 4 of them, we need a furnace. Pretty sure I have one somewhere in here. There's one right there. Beautiful. And this will give us the iron furnace. Good. And then we'll do that with that. And now we need the geothermal. We need the RE battery on top of that. So we need some tin item casings, which we're going to need the forge hammer for anyways. I guess we didn't get around it, did we? Not really. We kind of wasted a few resources there. Oh well. Alright. So we need some tin. Do we have some in here? We do. Excellent. Okay, so we're going to need, I believe it's 4 tin, right? 2 tin. 2 tin, pounded into plates, pounded again into item casings. Good. That will then proceed on to getting our battery, we need some insulated tin cable. So we're going to need a cutter, which is 3 plates with 2 iron. Okay, we can do that quite easily. 1, 2, 3. We'll do it like this. Excellent. And 2 iron. Good. Cutter, and we're going to cut tin. Oh, that's got to be a plate, doesn't it? Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Into that. Excellent. You name it. A little bit of energy flow going on. Now, I believe I did cut down some rubber. Didn't I? Excellent. I do. Okay, so rubber with that. Is that not a recipe? Oh, that's raw rubber. We need to cook it. We need to cook it. We need the regular rubber. Excellent. All right, there we go. Combine that with that. All right, there is our RE battery. And I'm assuming it's redstone. Okay, good. Let's get a little bit of redstone. Boop, boop. 2. Awesome. I do want to talk about our build because we do want to build in this pack. We do want that to go. Now, the generator here, the generator does produce power using coal. It would do the job for the most part, at least to start off with. But we're going to jump right into the geothermal because we're kind of crazy like that. So, in the meantime, we need a iron item casing times 2. Beautiful. We need some empty cells. Ooh. Is there no way around that? Is there no way around that? We might need the metal former before we can do this. Well, shucks. Okay. Alright, so we do need the metal former first. So let's get the metal former with this guy, this generator, and get that started right away here. Like I said, I do want to talk about the build a little bit. Back when 1.8 first came out, I did a vanilla series, and I loved this one build that I did, and I didn't get to finish it. So I wanted to bring it over into modded a little bit and enhance it. So right here is kind of an example of the outer wall of the build. We have basically a tiered garden or a tiered farming setup, and this is going to build and expand out by a decently large margin, and I want to build it and make it amazing all at the same time. So it's going to take a little bit of work and stuff, and I might do some of it on camera, which is something I don't normally do a lot of, and I'm sure I'll get a lot of dislikes for it, but, you know, it's one of those things that I would like to try a little bit more and see what your guys' response is to that and all that kind of stuff. But this is kind of the build, or example of the build. We're going to have wheat growing up above, or other crops maybe, and you're going to have a heavy sandstone, a desert-style build that's just going to look awesome. Alright, so let's bring you back in. We do have the coils and stuff ready to go, so we'll get those done. And I do have the toolboxes as well, which is the bronze for that part. Good, awesome, amazing. Let's start assembling that in here as well. And I do have the basic machine casing. Luckily, it doesn't require an iron chipset this time. Love that. And this guy here, we need a little bit more copper, another iron plate, and a little bit of redstone. So let's see. We got that. Good. Let's put these away. And let's get a little bit more of our stuff. So we need 2 redstone, right? We need 3 copper. 3, thank you. And we then need to put these into plates, and then we need to cut them with the cutter. Very annoying, by the way. I can't wait to have my metal former up and running. By the way, desert, nighttime, not fun. Not fun at all. 6 rubber, excellent. And that should give us the circuit. Let's do that. Boom, excellent. And boom, metal former, get, awesome. All right, let's get one more piece of rubber cooking, which we need to address for sure right away. We need to plant some rubber trees and get all that going. Most definitely. All right, let's head on over here. I guess we could put down a few torches, protect us a little bit more, but yeah, I don't think it'll make that big of a difference. Mobs just come from all over when you're in a desert like this, I tell you. All right, let's sleep. Maybe somebody will sleep with me, and we will hook this thing up. Luckily, Mr. Tech Brew, maker of Journey Map, slept with me. Gave me all of that beautiful daytime, which I love. All right, so let's get this handled right now. I'm just going to do it quick and easy, just like this, with the metal former in front, like so. Now, I believe the cables do matter in this, because I believe Tech Reborn kind of tweaked all of that. So keep that in mind, all right? Now, we do need to get this guy going with some coal. We'll start that burning up, and this guy should start to get some power. Now, we wanted to work for that geothermal, didn't we? Yes, we did. All right, so the geothermal, we need these empty cells, and for that, we need to extruding of a tin plate. All right, good. So we can make some tin plates. Pretty straightforward. We're already on extruding mode, so let's get those started and extruding. Alright, so we got a few empty cells. Excellent. Now we can work on our geothermal generators. I believe we have everything that we need. Now, I can't remember if I can pick this thing up without a wrench. I don't remember, so we're just going to break it. Oh, we're fine. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. Some machines will be fussy, though, and I'll have to remember exactly which ones those are. We do need 4 glass for this as well. Not that glass should be a problem at all with this pack. I'm in a desert. All right, there we go. Geothermal generator. Very nice. And now we can run this off of our lava, just like before. Boom. That should connect. Okay, it did. We can set this to extract the lava, put it in our geothermal generator, and that should start sending power over to all of our machines as we progress along. Now, these are some of the things that were disabled in the expert mode, the lava generation and all that kind of stuff. It's pretty awesome, not gonna lie. I enjoy it immensely. It's kind of fun to get back to just your regular everyday thing that really isn't much of a problem. A couple other things, though, like the satchel is still in, so that's very useful. We can store some of our goodies in there. We, of course, can upgrade it and enchant it and all that kind of stuff as well. And we'll deal with that eventually here. So let's put some of this stuff away. There is storage drawers in the pack. I'll try to get a mod list for you all. That would be nice, I think. Okay. Good. Now, I'm not going to go into the macerator and stuff right now because I think for the most part, centrifuge, this guy here, the industrial one, I think for the most part we don't really need it because we have the sag mill and the alloy smelter. So I'll probably move these over to our machine area that I just started up there. I don't know if for sure that's going to be the exact spot of everything, but that's where we're going to get started. So we need some steel, okay, refined iron plates. Can we make that easy? Refined iron, steel. I think we can make this easily, right? Can we? In the induction smelter. Alloy smelter. It doesn't look like it, does it? Okay. Steel turbine rotors, that's not going to do anything for us. That requires an induction smelter, which isn't hard to make. Let's not get too crazy here. It's not difficult to make. I'm just trying to figure out if there's any other options here that may work out better for us. So let me keep on checking through. Obviously, that works. All right. We could go with a standard blast furnace from Immersive Engineering. That might be a good way to go. Let's see. Is there another steel? Immersive Engineering, Industrial Craft, Tech Reborn. Yeah, I think that's it. Okay. So I'm pretty sure we basically just need to get ourselves some steel. I think I saw some engineer's toolbox in there as well. Steel ingot from Railcraft. Blast furnace. That's it. All right. Okay, let me find it and we'll go from there. All right, so I thought about it, and you know what? None of this stuff costs a lot to make. So let's just make the induction smelter. I think that's going to be the easiest way to do it. Now, we do have the sag mill, so we can get the pulverized coal and charcoal and all that kind of stuff. Sorry, I just want to move these to where I prefer them. There we go. That's a little bit better. Excellent. Sand can be put away as well. So I also moved my machines just to make them all in one place and kind of look a little bit better, I guess. They're still not fancy or anything like that, but, you know, it's one of those things. One of the things that I wanted to bring up is I did make a dark pickaxe for our pickaxe need, and we did power it. So we are getting a decent tool that's working for us. Again, at nighttime, I'm going to attempt to sleep. Alright, so because we can kind of do like a cheaty thing now, for the most part, is we can make things. I have steel right there. I must have gotten it from a dungeon loot. Well, that kind of solves that problem, doesn't it? So we can roll this. Okay, change of plans. We need that what did we need again? Centrifuge? Is that a guy? So we can get the steel. Okay, that's no problem. So we can just roll these. That'll give us the 4 that we need. Excellent. The extractor is pretty straightforward. Nothing too crazy there. There's a spider about. Hi, friend. Aha, gotcha. By the way, you just saw those hearts and stuff. That is from Et Futurum. This basically adds all of the 1.8 and 1.9 stuff to this pack that is not yet out in 1.7.10. By the way, this pack is 1.7.10. Just to let you know, we're not quite on the 1.8 or 1.9 stuff just yet. But soon, I'm sure it'll be soon. Okay, so we do have our steel. Good, we got those. We have more Invar, which we needed anyways, so I'm not too concerned about that. We'll put that up there. And what else do we need for this centrifuge? We obviously need to get ourselves the extractor and some... Oh, advanced machines. That's what we need. So we're going to need more steel anyways. Yeah, we won't have enough. Okay, so that makes my decision all that much smarter. So the induction smelter is pretty straightforward to make. The main thing is gears. Now, in expert and stuff like that, they required a little bit more. But in this, it's just some iron and tin. 1, 2, 3, 4, and one of you. Awesome. Come here, you. Come here, you. We need a magnet of some type. Which one to get? So like that, we need 4 more of you. And do I have iron bars anywhere? I do. Awesome. Okay, so we can get ourselves the machine frame. I don't have glass. See, and here I went on my little rant about how we're in a desert and glass won't be a problem whatsoever. And what am I out of? Glass. It's one of those things. Alright, we'll get a little bit of this going. Not too bad. I'd actually like to mine a lot of this interior and whatnot out. But that's going to take a bit of time. And we can always use like a filler or something maybe from Buildcraft. That might be a good way to go to get things at least operational. So there's our machine frame. We need some Invar gears and 2 more pieces of Invar. We need 2 of you, 1 of you. Good. We need all of you. Excellent. 2 of you. Because again, all the gears are pretty easy now. They just require a bit of iron. We need a little bit more of this in here. Come here. Come here. You go like that. We need 2 of you, 1 of you. Make more Invar, please. Thank you, Alloy Smelter. You are a swell person. We're going to need another one, aren't we? We are. Okay, good. Let's get that going, just because we can. Alright. Beautiful. You and you. Go. Alright, so that'll give us another piece of Invar. We need to get our redstone reception coil. And we're going to need a bucket as well. 1, 2, 3. Easy peasy. No plates required in this bucket. No siree. Alright, 1 more piece of Invar. We'll do the job. Excellent. Go and go. Induction Smelter. Awesome. And we can place that guy down right here. So what this will do is this will allow us to get more steel or refined iron for this point in time by getting some pulverized coal. I think it's a 2-to-1, if I remember correctly. Now, there is a chance to double or duplicate these. I think having a little bit extra is not really that big of a deal. Just saying. Now, okay, good. We're getting all of that. We can throw this in there, like so. We'll just disable all those. We really don't need them. And we can throw those in there, and this guy will start producing some steel or refined iron, whatever you want to call it, for us. Okay, that gives us a little bit more. Good. I don't believe I have a spot for that, but that's fine. We'll put that away. And, okay, so we're getting steel. That's great. Now we need a compressor from Industrial Craft 2. So a basic machine frame, electronic circuit, and some stone. Alright, one of the best things about having the metal former is this right here. You can now take these, throw them in here on the extruding mode, and it will give you the copper wires that you require. Awesome. Refined iron is coming through. Beautiful. Okay, so that'll give us a lot of refined iron plates. We're getting some copper cables, all that kind of stuff. But I think we're going to have to end it here for right now. Because, well, simply put, we're pretty much out of time. Thank you so much for watching this episode. I really do appreciate it. I'm going to keep working. We're going to get more and more. Next episode, I would love to get that industrial centrifuge up and running and start on with some of that Tech Reborn stuff, as well as maybe some other things. We shall see. Thanks again. Leave a like, subscribe, all that awesome stuff. You guys know this. You guys know the drill. Thank you so much, and have a great day.